2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4Z plug-in hybrid. 25 electric miles, will tow 6,000 pounds. After teasing the 2022 Grand Cherokee 4Z in July, Jeep has released more details on its second plug-in hybrid SUV, including electric range and towing figures. In a press release, Jeep said it's targeting 25 miles of electric range and a 57 MPGe efficiency rating, while maintaining the towing and off-road capability of the standard Grand Cherokee. The plug-in hybrid version uses a 2.0-liter Turbo 4 engine and a pair of electric motors, one belt-driven unit that replaces the starter motor alternator, and another attached to the 8-speed automatic transmission. Total system output is 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, enabling a maximum towing capacity of 6,000 pounds, according to Jeep. A 17 kWh battery pack is housed under the floor, and gets its own skid plates for off-roading. It also has a dedicated heating and cooling circuit that uses the air conditioning refrigerant for cooling, per Jeep. As with the Jeep Wrangler 4Z, which appears to use a similar plug-in hybrid system layout, the Grand Cherokee 4Z is off-road capable in a way plug-in hybrids typically aren't. The powertrain is coupled to Jeep's Quadra-Trac 2 4-wheel drive system, with a 2-speed transfer case, 2.72, 1 low-range ratio, and 47.4, 1 crawl ratio. The 4Z will also be available in the off-road focused Grand Cherokee Trailhawk trim, which boasts 10.9 inches of ground clearance and 24 inches of water-fording capability, according to Jeep. In the Wrangler 4Z, which is rated at 22 miles of electric range, Jeep's system allows the motor torque to help provide a very different kind of all-electric driving experience off-road. With other plug-in hybrids tapping into the engine for off-roading, only the all-electric Rivian R1T pickup can match that so far. The Grand Cherokee 4Z is scheduled to arrive in North America in early 2022, and global markets after that, with pricing to be announced closer to that launch window. By adding a plug-in hybrid powertrain to one of the brand's most popular nameplates, the Grand Cherokee 4Z takes Jeep a step closer to its goal of having electrified versions of its entire lineup by 2025. The market launch of the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4Z in North America is scheduled for early 2022, while other markets will follow. There will be a total of 4 trim levels: Limited, Trailhawk, Overland, Summit and Summit Reserve. The prices have not yet been announced. Jeep promises that the plug-in hybrid Jeep Grand Cherokee 4Z will be an off-road capable SUV that is able to conquer the Rubicon Trail in full electric operation. According to the initial estimates, the all-electric range should be about 25 miles, 40 kilometers, using a 17 kWh battery, probably Samsung SDI cells like in the Jeep Wrangler 4Z, while the total range is expected at 440 miles, 708 kilometers. The vehicle will be equipped with an all-wheel drive system that consists of an electric motor generator mounted in the transmission, replacing the torque converter. There is also a small electric motor generator that replaces the alternator. Overall, the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4Z will have an output of 280 kilowatts and 637 Newton meters. It will be able to tow up to 6,000 lbs, 2,720 kilograms, only slightly less than the conventional version. The 4Z propulsion system combines 2 electric motors, a 400-volt battery pack, 2.0-liter turbocharged, 4-cylinder engine and TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic transmission for maximum efficiency and capability. The fuel-efficient 2.0-liter turbocharged i4 engine is part of Stellantis's global medium engine family. The high-tech, direct-injection engine uses a twin-scroll, low-inertia turbocharger mounted directly to the cylinder head. Efficiency is enhanced via the use of electric power steering and an electrically driven air conditioning compressor, removing those loads from the engine. The conventional alternator is replaced with a high-voltage, liquid-cooled motor generator unit. Connected to the engine crankshaft pulley via a belt, the motor generator spins the engine for nearly seamless, fuel-saving, start-stop operation and generates electricity for the battery pack. A larger high-voltage motor generator is mounted in the transmission, replacing the torque converter. 2 clutches manage power and torque from the e-motor and engine. A clutch is mounted between the engine and the motor. When the system operates in electric-only mode, this clutch is open so there is no mechanical linkage between the engine and the e-motor. When the clutch is closed, combined torque from the 2.0-liter engine and the e-motor flow through the automatic transmission. A variable clutch mounted behind the e-motor manages engagement with the transmission to improve drivability and efficiency. The Jeep Grand Cherokee 4Z carries a 400-volt, 17 kWh EV battery. The battery units and controls mount underneath the vehicle, packaged under the floor and protected by a series of skid plates. The battery pack system includes a dedicated heating and cooling circuit to keep the battery at its optimum temperature for best performance. The system includes a dedicated heater unit and a chiller that uses the Grand Cherokee's air conditioning refrigerant to reduce coolant temperature when needed. The Grand Cherokee's 4Z system also includes an integrated dual charging module, ICDM, that combines a battery charger and a DC-DC converter in a single, compact unit, and a power inverter module, PIM, that is reduced in size. These are mounted under the body and protected with steel shields. From an EV perspective, an interesting solution is the integrated DC-DC converter and onboard charger. An important element note is that the front axle is automatically disconnected if not needed, so most of the time the vehicle will operate as a rear-wheel drive vehicle. New for the 2022 Grand Cherokee 4x4 is front axle disconnect. If the vehicle senses that road conditions do not require all-wheel drive, the front axle disconnect automatically places the Grand Cherokee in two-wheel drive, reducing drag on the driveline and improving fuel economy. Four-wheel drive automatically re-engages when the vehicle senses it is needed.